I'm Mary Turner talking with Stevie Nicks, Off the Record.
I had to wait since 1971 when I decided I want to be a rock and roll singer to walk on stage and sing a song with Bob Dylan and Tom Petty.
But lots of people never get to walk on stage at all. My God, you made it happen.
Right. Well, I dreamed it. You know, I said, someday I will get to actually hang out with the great singers and the great players. Even for a moment, even for just a second, you know. And it definitely made the last 10, 11, 12 years, the bad parts made it worth it.
Peer acceptance is real important to you. Professional.
Well, that's all there is, really, because I don't really have, you know, I don't do anything else. I don't go anywhere. I don't really meet any new people. My life is pretty much surrounded with people that have been my friends forever, you know. I can't just go out and hang out at bars, you know, so, the players, the men in my life that are the great, great ones, of course, you know, it matters more than anything else in the world that they like it. Because I know my fans, I know them, they're just like me. They love music and they love to listen to my philosophy, and even if they don't agree with it, they think, well, at least he's trying, you know, at least Lucy is in, you know. But these guys, they're hard to please. So when they even smile, give you a little smile, you know, it's like, oh, thank you, God, you know, for letting me be noticed. And yeah, it's the most important thing in the world.
You wrote a song with Les Dudek?
I wrote a song with Les Dudek called Sister Honey, which was probably one of the most fun 2 months of my life. It was the closest I've been back to in the same environment that Lindsay and I were in, where Les sort of just kind of parked his Harley Davidson outside our house and like became a part of my family. He just became a part of my family, you know. Everybody loved him to death, and he just lived there. And we worked all night and all day, every day for about 7 weeks. And when he played loud rock and roll, loud rock and roll guitar. And we sang loud. The entire canyon was ringing with this song. And I love nothing better than to be in the company of a great guitar player. It's the only time when I'm calm, and I think it's because of living all those years with Lindsay, and all he ever did was play guitar. You know, just lay on the floor and play guitar. Acoustic guitar, electric guitar, not plugged in, sound off on the television. And I had to learn to cool out and be calm when that was going on, or get out. And so when in the studio or here or anywhere, the only time really when I am completely calm is when a guitar player is like working on a part. It's very strange.
It takes a lot of energy and discipline to hit the stage dancing every night. In just a moment, Stevie Nicks talks about the strength of rock and roll ballerinas. Off the Record. I'm Mary Turner.
I think it would be very interesting for people to know where all these songs start, because they start right here with me. All the wonderful, incredible people that work on my music aren't there then. I'd like to someday be able to maybe just go out and maybe play a little something on piano, and then pick up a guitar and play a little bit of Landslide, and so that people know that yes, in fact, the lady in the black chiffon of Fleetwood Mac did not just, you know, come from the black chiffon star, that she did really start out playing all this music herself.
Stevie Nicks, Off the Record. Your song Rock a Little, did you write that about somebody?
I wrote that at the other place where we did that other. I wrote it about when I moved into that place. You know, I'm afraid of the earthquake.
Right.
And my place would shake, you know, when the waves would hit, and it was like half a block to the beach. I mean, it was straight sand from the end of my place to the water, but the water would hit so hard that it would shake my apartment. And I had, you know, my bed was like a little platform built to the floor with mattress on it, right? So when my house shook, my ribs shook, and it would scare me. And I would think, this is it. This is a big EQ. And I'm going to be right here for the tidal wave, you know. And I finally had to realize the difference between what was the water and what was possibly the earthquake. And so rock a little, sometimes it rages, rock a little, just like the sea. Rock a little means perseverance. Rock a little means rock a little all the time. If you rock out, you may not rock anymore.
Who's Lily?
I'm Lily.
Aha. Have you always been Lily?
I've been Lily for a long time, actually, because in my writing, in my book and everything, when I write about me and my friend Robin, who everybody knows that I lost from leukemia, I wrote about her and I as Lily and Julia. Julia and Lily and Hellman. So that movie, you know, Jane Fonda and Vanessa Redgrave. So Robin looked incredibly like Vanessa Redgrave, and I was very Jane Fonda, you know. And our relationship was very much like this, like, you know, come on across the river, but don't forget to tell me that you're really afraid. So in case you fall in, I'll be expecting it. Don't lie to me and say, all right, I'll do it because you think I'm brave. Well, actually, my father and Rebecca are responsible for Go Ahead Lily, because it was like one time on the Wild Heart tour, I was sick, I had pneumonia. I was laying on the ground with a towel over my face. I just done my exercises. Who cares if you have pneumonia? And my father came in and said, I need to talk to you. And I said, if it's about business, I don't want to talk about it right now. And he walks over and looks down at me and goes, he went to say something, and I said, Dad, I'm sick. And he says, I don't care. Nobody cares, Stevie. They paid their money. So either get well or go home. And of course, this kind of an attitude to me is like, well, I'm absolutely fine, you know, and I'm instantly well.
You gave special thanks to Henley on this album.
Well, he's a special inspiration in my life, you know, and has been for, you know, I met him like a year after I joined Fleetwood Mac, you know, and so Don has been like the somber, quiet one who says, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Just only steal from those who are dead. And was right there when I wrote Leather and Lace, telling me, you know, that's the worst thing I ever heard.
That's right, I forgot he had done that. Gee, I hope this is somebody you know.
There's somebody coming in here to our house now. It's Mary and Stevie disappeared simultaneously at the interview. Suddenly, there was
Never to
nothing
be
but a
seen
CCD5
again.
left.
Don't worry, we'll be back right after this, Off the Record. I'm Mary Turner.